It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. This should be a good one to watch under the lights on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Tokyo club,
they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdowns.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Short throw caught by Bowers.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
He finds Douglas complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Douglas, the man in motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They go play action with Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
3rd and 3. Again, it's Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On the ground, it's Jefferson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But you look at this Patriots defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I would be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Play action. Stroud now.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Pearson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Throwing now is Stroud. Complete. Jefferson the target.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Still going.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Richardson looking to throw this.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Carter
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Stroud now to throw.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Chase, complete.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Stroud working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, that's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs, touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Patriots coming out now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's a gain of 3. Now
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good footwork at the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dragons offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Jefferson going to go in motion right. A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud out of the gun here. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Stroud sets up the play action. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Jalen Carter
in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's Stroud.
That is caught. Pushes him aside at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again.
Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 26-yard line.
As Stroud now to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stroud looking to throw. That's to Bowers once again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Stroud.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Derek Stingley.
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Option play, here's Spiller. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Stroud.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs
Taking it in.
And the Dragons continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England's offense set to go. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Douglas, the man in motion.
Now it's Richardson.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And down to the 41.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Douglas, the man in motion.
Now Richardson.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that will be incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Another miss.
Still on on his feet and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
124 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Going back to Gibbs on first down.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Stroud keeps it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson,
his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Richardson.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
160 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
A beautiful. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Patriots offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they move the football on some drive. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
We dominate today.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Patrick Jones
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
New England's offense set to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now it's Gibbs.
Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. While you forced turnovers, you didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Tokyo,
they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.